Greetings and welcome to the Real Deal Sci-Fi podcast, bringing you the scoop on all things science fiction, science fact, and everything in between. I am your host, Pauly Sci-Fi, and today I will be talking about the end of The Expanse, a series I thought had more staying power, but sadly, it's time to move on. Again. Then I'll talk about Moon Knight, a complex Marvel character. Is he really ready for prime time? Finally, I'll mention a few things about the James Webb Telescope and its implications for astronomy. I am super excited for this. If you enjoy this podcast, please subscribe on whatever service you use. Also, go to www.paulyscifi.com. That's Pauly,
Hey, Pauly.
SciFi.com to sign up for the monthly contest. Stick around. I'll be right back. Once upon a time, there was what I considered an amazing science fiction show on SciFi. It got canceled, and there was a great uproar. As luck would have it, some forward-thinking executives at Amazon realized that this show was more than just your run-of-the-mill space opera, and they resurrected it. That show is The Expanse. It's gritty and feels more real than many shows based in this day and age. We've gotten to know the characters, and we've been on a journey that has taken many a twist and turn. Sure, not all of it was spectacular, or what would be considered a hit. The fourth season was slow and a bit disjointed for my taste. Still, I enjoyed the story, but most of all the character development, and we have been entertained. Now that the groundbreaking science fiction series has released its sixth and final season, I really didn't want it to end, so I took my time watching the final 6 episodes. I could see me going back to watch this series from the beginning once again. I have spoken to people who couldn't get into the show. I get it. I can't watch Ghost Adventures. Sorry, guys. The Expanse is hardcore science fiction, which is not for everyone. What I love about this series is the characters, the heroes. They're not superhuman. They're not even good people for the most part. Amos is borderline psychotic, but that's part of his charm. I like movies and shows that present the gray area in which the universe exists. There are moral choices and there are correct choices. Sometimes the lines are blurred and hard to determine. More often than not, they're one and the same, and this series has pointed that out on many occasions. One bright spot in this tale is that the series is based upon books. There are 9 books in the series, and though that's great, the book series released its final book in 2021. We seem to live in a time where things rise and fall at a rapid pace, and The Expanse is no different. Sure, I thought the show was and is great, but it's time to move on. If you're a sci-fi junkie like myself, and you have not seen The Expanse, you need to at least give it a shot. As for me, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to crack into Leviathan Wakes, the first book in the series. I feel like I need to complete my journey into the Expanse universe. Sadly, I feel as though the tale was cut short on the small screen. I hope there's more closure in the novels than what I received from the series. There's a character in the Marvel Universe that tries his hardest to be complex. I am, of course, talking about Moon Knight. If you've seen the trailers, then you get an inkling of what I'm talking about. I've read some of the comics, and I know a bit of the character. I'm going to try to give you as much information as I am able without any spoilers. Moon Knight was a walk-on character in the comics at first. He has appeared in many well-known superhero tales in the past. Moon Knight has been tied to Doctor Strange and the Punisher. He's had his own series, so he is bona fide. He's also an Avenger, which explains why his character is being dusted off now. In Avengers Endgame, we lost some pivotal characters from the lineup, and heroes the likes of Iron Man and Captain America are not easily replaced. There are more characters soon to be released through their own series, such as She-Hulk. Adam Warlock, I assume, is going to be introduced in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Moon Knight is one of those characters that I always liked personally, but I find myself wondering if he's going to be able to take his place among the Avengers. Oscar Isaac is one of the best actors of our time, and I have no doubt that he can pull this character off. From what I've seen in the previews, his portrayal of Mark Spector is top-notch. The delusions and fear seem like they suit Isaac well. He really makes me feel the emotions and the dread that comes along with it. Marvel's not taking their foot off the gas, and they have an opportunity to continue the success of the previous MCU phases. There is a lot riding on the success of the shows and movies. So far, the only questionable release, in my opinion, was The Eternals. I enjoyed the movie, but it always felt rushed to me. If they can pull this off, like they did Hawkeye and Loki, then the fix may be in, and the new Avengers could be something out of this world. The James Webb Space Telescope is an achievement that I've been waiting a decade for. Don't get me wrong, I love the Hubble, but this newest telescope is above and beyond the Hubble in every aspect. I've been getting updates on my Twitter feed, and the development has been flawless. Just today, I heard that they are ready to really begin ramping up. It's really a testament to the ingenuity of mankind that we're able to make such a thing a reality. The JWT is going to be able to peer back further into the early universe than we've ever been able to see, and it will provide us with a plethora of insights about space phenomena. My hope is that we will develop a new understanding of the nature of interstellar space and what makes up our universe. I remember seeing an image from the Hubble of what I thought was a group of stars, but when the image zoomed in, they weren't stars, but hundreds, thousands of galaxies, each with millions of stars. It was mind-boggling and really made me feel small. I'm excited for the discoveries which are now within our grasp. Watch this space and polysci-fi.com, as I'll be updating regularly about the JWT. I'd like to thank you once again for joining me on the Real Deal Sci-Fi podcast. Remember to go to polysci-fi.com to sign up for the contest. I'll be back next week. See you then.